The secret's out. Montana is one of the best places to live in the entire world. And this is our top 10 list of things that you need to know if you're going to be living in Montana. Also, I risked my life to make this video for you, so watch to the end because you're not going to want to miss it. Let's go. All right, the first thing you need to know about Montana is that winters can be long, cold, and snowy here. In fact, the coldest ever temperature recorded in the lower 48 states was right here in Montana at 70 degrees below zero. We also get a lot of snow. Where I'm at in Bozeman, we get about 62 inches of snowfall on average. But if you head farther north in the state, it can be even more. And if you're in the mountains, it can be over 300 inches of snowfall a year. Montana is a very vehicle-dependent state, so if you're gonna live here, you're probably gonna need to own your own vehicle. Most cities don't offer very good public transportation, and we're also a very large state that's spread out. So as you're traveling from one city to another, we actually measure that in how many hours it's gonna take instead of how many miles. Traffic isn't that bad in Montana compared to most places and bigger cities, but we do have what's called a Montana traffic jam, which might surprise you the first time you see one. Oh, and remember that snow we talked about? You're probably gonna want four-wheel drive, and you need really good tires to get through winter. Montana's known for the great outdoors. We have some of the best fishing and hiking and camping and mountain biking and skiing that you can find anywhere in the country. But if you don't like outdoor activities, you're probably gonna find that there's a lack of entertainment options in Montana. We tend to get good concerts from time to time, but you'll find that they tend to be on a weekday as the band's traveling through Montana from one big city to another. One of my absolute favorite things about Montana is that the people here are genuinely friendly. It's not uncommon to strike up a conversation with a complete stranger as you're out and about, maybe even just shopping. And speaking of shopping, options can be very limited. If you're looking for something specific, you might need to drive to another town or order it online. Everybody wants to get out and enjoy Montana, but you need to realize that cell phone connectivity and internet can be very limited once you leave the city. It's not uncommon to have 0 bars once you get a little bit out of town, especially if you're in the mountains. Flight options out of Montana can be pretty limited. So if you're somebody that likes to travel, just be aware that your tickets might be a little bit more expensive and your flight times might be limited. When you're in Montana, it's not uncommon to be a long distance away from a hospital. Whether you're up in the mountains in the backcountry, or if you just live in a more rural area, the nearest hospital can be hours away. It's important that you have some life skills if you're in Montana where you can take care of yourself until you can get medical attention. If you're somebody that requires more medical attention than average, you may want to think carefully about where you live in Montana because not all cities offer the same medical services. A lot of people want to move to Montana because they want to enjoy the outdoors and nature, they want to hike and camp and fish. But what people need to know is that there's animals that can kill them, like Adam here. Who's a good grizzly bear? Yes, you are. You're a good grizzly bear. Now, Adam's a 650-pound trained grizzly bear. Adam's a movie star. But if you encounter a grizzly bear in the wild, you should try to keep your distance and stay back as much as possible. Now, grizzly bears like Adam tend to stay more in the mountainous areas and away from people. Black bears, on the other hand, may wander into town looking for food. But either way, if you live in a more rural area of Montana or if you live by the mountains, you may encounter a bear like Adam from time to time, and it's important that you know what to do. Kiss. Here, kiss. He wants to kiss. I'm literally risking my life for this video, so if you haven't already, make sure and click subscribe so that we know we should make more awesome videos like this in the future. And also, I don't want Adam to get angry if you don't subscribe. Oh yeah, we'll hold hands. Yeah, good bear. If you're living in Montana, you're gonna have to choose cats or Grizz. The cat-Grizz rivalry is one of the longest in NCAA sports, so if you live in Montana, you gotta make a choice. Now that's just a few things that you need to know about living in Montana. If you'd like to learn more about Adam and bear safety, make sure and watch this video here. Also comment down below on anything you think we missed in this video. And Adam, tell him to subscribe. Can you tell him to subscribe? That's bear for subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.